Along a turnpike near Dallas, a car makes a U-turn, re-entering going the wrong way. The highway is one of a growing number of U.S. roads with directional sensors, detecting the car, alerting police.
We have a wrong-way driver in your city. We're just tracking them on camera right now.
But authorities are unable to stop the driver, who travels 8 minutes before slamming head-on into another car.
They just crashed.
Killing the wrong-way driver, who investigators say had a blood alcohol level twice the legal limit, and the other driver, 41-year-old Michael James Jackson, on his way home to his wife, Wendy.
He was just a kind soul, and he was just so undeserving of this.
There's a car driving the wrong way.
Wrong-way crashes kill about 400 people each year in the U.S., despite an increase in road sensors and highway message boards that can warn of wrong-way drivers. The trouble is alerting people in the path of danger, not just police.
Everyone knew except for the people that were driving the right way and were in imminent danger.
And that's what you want to change?
Absolutely.
Her husband's friends, who used to work with Michael and are now spread across some of the nation's biggest tech companies, believe cell phone alerts are the answer.
We need to make the people that are in harm's way aware so that they can take action.
Michael Linneman points out state officials can already send alerts through a federal cell phone warning system used for Amber Alerts. He says alerts could be tailored to reach only phones moving near a wrong-way vehicle. It's a concept proving possible, as we saw in Detroit, where German technology company Bosch showed us a cloud-based wrong-way driver warning system test vehicle.
We obviously can't drive the wrong way, so for this test, Bosch engineers have briefly flipped the direction in the detection system just on this freeway ramp up ahead. So when we enter going the right way, we should get a wrong-way alert.
Halfway down the ramp,
check your travel direction. If you're in wrong way, stop at the nearest shoulder.
We got the alert, still with plenty of time to pull off the road.
It can also warn other cars and cell phones with apps using the Bosch software nearby. In Europe, Bosch says it issued more than 600 alerts in 1 year. The company now trying to make the system more widely available.
We are working with many partners to bring this feature into their apps, and we're in active discussions with car makers.
Meanwhile, Jackson's friends are hunting for state highway systems, willing to do more with their sensors and cameras to move beyond message boards on the road and send alerts directly to drivers in harm's way.
The technology is there. It's just getting the authorization and getting the right people in place who can allow us to do this.
Her hope that car makers and states find the funding and the will to implement technology that can save lives. Scott Friedman, NBC News, Dallas.
Thanks for watching. Stay updated about breaking news and top stories on the NBC News app or follow us on social media.